that's lame. I could have just done that myself.
Done what?
Nothing.
But yeah, I bought this Warhead candy. I mean, not candy. What's it called? A beer. And guess what it tasted like?
Sour candy.
Tasted like a Warhead, and it wasn't good.
Why would you buy, like, unless you love sour beer, why would you buy?
I like sour beer, but it wasn't really like a good sour beer. It just tasted like a green apple watermelon.
Dude, I loved Warheads when I was a kid.
Yeah, Warheads. It's when you used to shove like 5 of them in your mouth and see you can keep it in your mouth the
We
longest.
used to butt chug Warheads as a group, me and my friends.
That's just weird.
You get a little paper towel, you wet it, you put like 3 or 4
And to
Warheads.
put it up there and watch your butt pucker from the sourness.
Yeah, exactly.
On that note, welcome to JYA Podcast.
I was gonna be like, and then your balls tear up, but then I was like, that wouldn't make sense.
Chris will be joining us soon. He's getting late out of work once again.
Yep.
He's a pain in the ass. You put in the comments. I told him as soon as tell his work, he has another job. He needs to leave. Mondays only. I need to be out at 5:30 or 5 o'clock best.
Are you working tomorrow?
No,
Well,
but I
we
can't.
are.
I know, but I can't. We have nobody to watch the kids.
Bring them to the pier.
Right, I would scratch and dent all the cars.
Oh, you don't know the news.
What's the news?
Ports America lost their contract.
What's that?
Ports America is the stevedores.
Really?
Yeah, Joey's gonna be gone. Robbie's gonna be gone.
So who's going to be doing it?
Some other company.
Oh, they're probably going to be dicks.
I hope so.
Ugh. Why?
Cause it'd be funny.
Well, as long as they're not dicks to us.
No. Danny said if it's the guys who did the Subarus, those are the people that stole his wallet out of his car. So he's like, we gotta fucking watch our backs if it's those guys.
Just when I start getting comfortable leaving my car unlocked.
Yeah. It sucks because like we're losing like all the old friendly black people and then we don't know what we're gonna get next, you know?
Yeah, we don't have Joey giving us candy.
Dude, he was handing out Double Bubble the other day.
Oh, damn.
And I was like, Joey, you gotta give me like 10 pieces, man. I fucking love Double Bubble. And he was like, I got you, and handed me like the bag and just let me take a handful. And I was like,
That's so fucked. Where are they going to work now? Are they just not going to have a job now?
well, no, they're longshoremen. So I think they still have the Providence contract. And I know they do stuff in Boston. They can find it. Wherever there's a pier, they'll figure it out.
That's annoying.
Yeah. It's weird though, because Joey started working there when he was 16 and he turned 70 last year. And he had never had another job. He just worked at Quonset his entire life, and now he's losing his job.
Well, he doesn't really need to work anyway. Isn't he rich?
All the older guys, the ones that are parking cars and standing around, are super fucking rich. They're unionized, and they're the heads of their union.
You hear that, kids? Stay at a job long enough, create a union.
Right? That really speaks to the whole like Joey started on the ground floor and now he's running the show, you know?
Yeah, just for 64 years.
Fucking Slim demolished his car and then the next day came to work with a brand new fucking 2020 Kia whatever, and it's like damn dude, and he was like, yeah, I just went in and bought it, looked nice. It's like, fuck you, Slim.
They're all probably just not going to work anymore.
No, they're probably going to collect.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a pause, Chad.
Starting what, tomorrow, Rhode Island?
Today. You didn't oh, that's right. You didn't get the text.
No, yeah, Pat got it. It's today or tomorrow?
Today. It starts today.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, if you live alone, you stay the fuck alone. You don't leave your house. You stay inside.
Now, unlike you, I'm not trying to downplay the whole COVID thing, but do you know Japan has a higher suicide rate, death rate right now than COVID deaths?
Hey, did you know more people overdose on heroin daily than die of COVID monthly? Isn't that weird?
I feel like I don't want to say weak-minded because I don't want to sound like a total piece of shit.
No, it's totally weak-minded. Think
Yeah.
about people like John. I used to think John was an intellectual, but then after seeing him react in fear and panic to something that's completely out of control or out of his control, it's like, dude, I looked him in the eye and I said, "You fucking disappointed me." And then he went, "Fuck you, Chris. Fuck you."
That's when people are book smart.
Book
When
smart, like
real life smacks them in the face, you kind of.
it's really funny, like watching people react to this COVID thing, because you know who are the ones that, like, let's say the apocalypse happens, it's like, kill that guy because he's gonna get us all killed. You know what I mean?
Imagine if like zombie stuff happened and like we were put in a situation with people like that.
With
Like
John,
how
I would.
quickly the tension in the room would escalate.
He brought it to calling the cops within like 2 hours, you know? So it's like zombie apocalypse. He'll be the guy like, we gotta get the fuck out of here, like unlocking the door and trying to get out. It's like,
He'd be like the dude in Shaun of the Dead who breaks the window and all the zombies come in.
he would be no, because the guy in Shaun of the Dead was just pissed off that he couldn't get laid. He would be the guy in War of the Worlds. Remember when they go into the bunker in the basement?
Oh,
And
what's his name? What was the actor that played him?
I don't know. I know the book more than the movies, but
Yeah.
you know how like they're digging the tunnel, and then he just starts freaking out and making a bunch of noise and like attracting to the aliens because he's like, it's hopeless. Like that would be John. That's the guy you fucking murder the second the shit hits the fan because he's gonna get everyone killed.
I like to think in a situation like that, I would be able to keep a level head.
I mean, you did keep a level head. You got COVID and you were like,
Yeah.
you know, you didn't freak the fuck out.
You got cancer twice.
Yeah. So what? A little cough is gonna take you down? No.
Imagine.
I'd be so mad. I'd just be like, of all the people, you got to kill Chad. You know,
He
not
cancer
like
twice and COVID killed him.
not like Jake or someone. Yeah, if Jake died of COVID, I'd be like, oh, bummer, but I wouldn't be like, no, you know.
I miss my hat. I realize how like my beard makes my head look like an egg.
Your baldness makes your head look like an egg.
Yeah. I think it's the first time I've been on the show without a hat. Riley hid my hats. I don't know where they are.
She hid them all.
I can't find them. This is what happens when your kid is stuck home quarantining for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Dude, like people keep saying like when this COVID thing's over, and it's like you guys aren't reading the writing on the wall. This will never be over. The billionaires made way too much money off quarantine to ever let it go. You know what I mean? Even Fauci's like, yo, expect another surge, expect another surge, expect surge.
Well, we're seeing the surge now, supposedly. That's why we're going into lockdown.
I believe the quote was, expect surge after surge for years to come. So in other words, we're never getting out of the we're stuck. This is our life now. This is where the human race is. Thank fucking God.
I just want to go to a theme park.
No, never again, Chad. Why go to a theme park when you can just put on VR glasses and sit in your house?
I can't afford. They need to give me a stimulus check so I can buy the VR glasses.
Yeah, but okay, so they give you the stimulus check, but you have to pay it back because nobody's working. You know,
Canada.
They're gonna. I guarantee.
I can't believe they're like, you need to pay your stimulus back.
Why wouldn't they? You know, people don't get it. It's evil. Oh, fun fact, non sequitur fun fact that I never really thought about until today. Nazi Germany was the only government ever to put a Rothschild in jail.
What's that?
The Rothschilds, you know, the billionaire family that's been, or excuse me, trillionaire family that's been influencing politics since the early days. They're the ones that made the Federal Reserve. One of the Rothschilds went missing and I think was eaten by Aboriginals or something like that in the Amazon. They're like a weird family, but they've done a bunch of shady shit and not a single one of them has gone to jail. And it's like 100-generation family. Isn't that weird? Like you know someone in your family that's been to jail, right? Like a cousin or an uncle or someone.
I don't think so.
I got one, but it's
I think it's been kind of clean, I think.
But no one's ever been like on the wrong. You were on the wrong side of the law.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, though.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about me. I'm talking about, what we don't.
All I'm saying is that's just weird. I find shit like that fascinating when you hear about like billionaire families that have never that like on paper seem like the greatest people in the world, and then you read about them and you're like, you guys are just above the law, you know?
Money, man.
I know,
Like,
it's fucking
the worst thing about these people, like a billionaire, is why not just give your money? Like, I know it's your money, you don't have to do it, but you have so much money, you're never going to spend it. It's like a competition where they're like, I can't donate money because I need to keep myself high up on the thing.
well, it's once you get super rich, like you need to stay super rich.
Yeah, but
Because the
you're,
second
you have the
second
money,
you
and the only way you're going to lose the money is if you just spend it stupidly.
or
Why not?
taxes.
Huh?
Do you know how much taxes on those homes that they own cost? You know what I mean?
It's their fault for buying a house where they're not going to see like 20 of the rooms.
But you're rich.
Yeah.
You're starting to sound like a commie, Chad.
Yeah.
You don't want to live in a house
Buy a
where
nice mini house. You'll be happy.
yeah. Just live in a crate, eat bugs. In the future, you will own nothing and you will be happy. Did you look into the Great Reset like I told you to?
No.
Be very careful when politicians start talking about the Great Reset. Justin Trudeau already mentioned it. So did Angela Merkel.
What is the Great Reset?
It's the idea that you will own nothing and you
Wait, you're
will
talking
be-
about Justin Trudeau?
Yeah,
Is he the Canadian?
Canadian Prime Minister and probably the worst politician.
Wait a few minutes for this topic.
Well, what is? Oh, right, that's right. They're Canadian.
Yeah,
I want to talk about how Canada's collapsing.
we can talk about that. But I want to talk. You brought up something, and it's kind of interesting. Imagine if you were sent to like an island, and you discovered like one of those. What's it called?
Undiscovered tribes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm trying to message him.
I know.
Phone's broken.
Am I guaranteed the first person they've ever seen that's not one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be God. I'd convince them I was God, straight up.
Would they kill you instantly?
I hope not.
Like you've
But it
seen
seems-
those videos of like the people trying to go to that island and they're just throwing
North-
stupid.
North Sentinel or Senegal?
I have no
North
idea.
I think it's North Sentinel Island. Yeah, but that idiot who went there, like, knew that they were hostile and was like, oh, I can convince them. And they just fucking killed him. And it's like, yeah, no shit. Come on, man.
Egomaniacs.
If I was guaranteed to know that, like, I will be the first white guy they ever see, I would totally play it like I'm some sort of god. And like show them my phone and shit and be like, look, you know, whip out a Bic lighter and just be like, look, I'm a god.
So mad right now. I knew this was gonna happen. My phone worked great all day. And now when I actually have to like come in contact with people or contact people, it's not working.
Well, no one's texting in the group chat.
I'm trying to talk to our guests. Could you survive a pack of cannibals?
No, I feel like cannibals wouldn't want to eat me
Dang.
because,
You're
like, I feel like they would eat all the fat people first, and then when it came time to like butch and eat me, they'd be like, nah, not worth it.
Maybe they'd eat you first and save the fatty for last. Be like, that's
Yeah,
what
right.
dessert.
Think about the feast of the fat guy. Look at that fat piece of shit. We just throw him in a fucking pan, and all the fat on his body fries him. You know. Whereas I'm like, you would use me for soup. I would be the stock. You know how you
You're
put
the
bone.
appetizer.
I would be soup stock. They'd boil me and then be like, all right, take, you know.
No. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna edit this part out.
Well, pause the recording then.
Hold on. I'll just edit it. I don't want to mess anything up. Can I pause the recording? Oh. Oh, sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties. But yeah, what's on your mind, Chris?
Impending doom.
From who?
World War III.
Do you think we'll ever actually get in like a real missile to missile like battle of World War again? Do you think it'd be more just like
It's gonna be
stripes?
it's gonna be the Vietnam War, or I guess you could say the Iraq War. Well, No, it'd be
Yeah, but
more
I don't think they'll ever send soldiers over and have a head-to-head conflict again. I think it's all going to be remote, just sending missiles back and forth.
I think it's going to be a proxy war um, with Israel versus China. And China's going to use Iran, and Israel's going to use the United States. And whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah.
That's what I think is going to happen, because Israel has assassinated 2 top Iranian, the head of the, what do they call it? Not the police of vice and virtue, Revolutionary Guard. They assassinated him yesterday. 2 days ago, they assassinated Iran's top nuclear scientist. And then a couple days before that, they had the secret meeting with Saudi Arabia that Saudi Arabia confirmed and Israel denied part of the course with Israel. And now today, Saudi Arabia has opened their airspace to the Israeli Air Force. In other words, bombing runs in Iran pretty soon. So like, World War III is coming.
Saudi Arabia is the one like country that I don't think anybody should partner with. It just doesn't look good.
And yet, for 12 years, we were their best friends. Weird, right?
Hey, Vince McMahon still is good friends with whatever, even though like they
Sheikh Mohammed or Khalid
they
Sheikh
did all the
Mohammed.
shady shit to them with the money, and then basically not letting some of the wrestlers leave Saudi Arabia.
Didn't Obama sell them, or not really sell, but give away something like $8 billion worth of rockets and missiles for like trade reasons?
I don't think it was Obama.
It was Obama or Bush. Either way, you know, same fucking person, different hat, you know?
Yeah.
Obama and Bush had the exact same economic policy and everything.
Hey,
Hey guys.
it's Tim from the Great Podcast Talking Back podcast. How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Oh, we're just having a nice talk about
We're
Saudi.
talking about World War III and how we think it's going to happen.
Hasn't it happened already?
Now you're thinking.
I don't know. I'm confused. I don't follow the news very much. Not
I'm
sure which one we're on.
addicted. I am addicted to. I'm one of
Yeah,
those
it's awful.
fucking crazy people who can't stop looking at his phone and reading news
Yeah, I
articles.
get a text at like 2 a.m. Did you hear about this shit? And I'm like, I don't fucking care. Leave me alone.
Oh, Chad, I love your shirt.
Oh yeah. You a fan of Chris Jericho?
Yeah, he's from my hometown.
No way.
Yeah, we ran into him at a bar one time.
That's
Which is
rad.
super nice.
Yeah, it's cool. He's a super nice dude. Like we have a buddy of ours who tends to drink too much and then want to fight people.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that happened that night. He's like, it's all cool at the start. You know, we're talking with Chris a little bit, you know, not bothering the guy or anything. And then my buddy, as the night goes on, gets more and more drunk and more wanting to fight Chris Jericho. And and I guess that made its way around the bar. And when Jericho was leaving, he walks past us and looks at my buddy and he's like, "Oh, that's that dude who wants to kick my ass." And then he's like, it was super funny. Totally burned him, but super nice dude.
Chris Jericho probably gets that shit all the time.
Probably, yeah.
Like MMA fighters have that all the time, because they'll go out to bars and people will be like, "I saw that fight. I can kick your ass," and it's like, dude, no, you can't.
Exactly. Yeah, I just I wanted to crash the party, guys. I
It's
hope that's
cool.
okay. Yeah.
It wasn't
Or-
really.
Well, we're down a person right now, so it's good you crashed it.
Yeah.
Where is
Our other guy, Chris, is going to be on hopefully soon. He got out of work late.
Silver
Again.
Chris is going to jump on?
Hopefully. We'll see. Did you have anything cool you wanted to talk about? We have some topics on hand.
Kinda.
Well, I mean, I did have something I wanted to talk about. There's a very important subject that I thought we needed to discuss. I'm a big fan of your podcast, and
Thank you.
oftentimes you guys are chatting about stuff and things come up and things come to mind. And I thought it was important that we get together and determine what we think the largest animal we could each kill with our bare hands would be.
You know what? This is something I think about way more than I would like to admit.
Me too, man. Me too. This
'Cause,
is
like,
not the
you're
first time
walking-
I thought about it.
You're just like by yourself walking down the street and you're like, could I take a wolf? Could I do it? Like right now?
You know the funniest thing, like I'm always delivering. Dogs always run up to me, and I've almost been bitten 3 times now, and I kind of just have to like get out of the way and get to the invisible fence before I get bit. So it's probably hilarious if they have a Zoom camera seeing this chubby guy just trying to run away from the dog. But I always wonder, like if I see it running at me, so I have kind of enough time to be like, All right, if I could just like kind of move a little bit and just punch him in the face, could I
fuck
take a
that.
dog down?
I think the biggest thing I could kill is
I
like,
don't know if I'd want to, because then I would hurt the dog and it'd feel really bad. But he did try
well,
to.
that's how
bite
you
my-
die then.
Yeah, I think we got to go into it looking at it as like a life or death scenario. Like it's
It's
Yeah.
that scene in 300 where he's like up against the wall with the wolf,
right.
you know?
Right. Yeah, but no weapons, just our hands.
Could
It
you
would have
take
to
a
be
dog
something
down
like-
one punch? You think?
Dogs, think about what a dog is. It's just a walking mouth. It's built
Yeah.
to bite and
Yeah.
take punishment, you know?
How if you go to take the punch and just like seize it and it bites your arm as you're
Well,
punching?
that's what police dogs do.
Ugh.
You know?
Their noses are also extremely hard. I remember I hit my dog when I was younger in the face with a slap shot with a puck,
Ugh.
Oh my
and
God.
like something that would have broken a person's face, and the dog sneezed once and then just kept playing.
But you're Canadian and his dog.
Our dogs are tougher up here.
I mean, I think it would have to be something like baby size. I'm not a big, strong, I'm very small and very skinny, so it would have to be like a baby. I think is the thing I know for sure I can kill, like a human baby. But like a child could get like a one up on me. Like a dog, if it got me in the arm the right way, I'm fucked. If a cat
Yeah.
like sneak attacked me from like an alleyway and got me in the eye, I'd be like, oh
Could you-
no, and then
Could you
just
take a
fucking run.
raccoon, or you think its little hands will just start punching you in the face?
I could take a raccoon because you can just punt it, you know? Just-
What would you do if it just like jumped on your chest and just started punching you in the face?
I freak the fuck out. Like, I
What
mean,
animal do you think you could take, Tim?
Well, I mean, I think I could take something as small as a beaver, let's say, if it was life or death. I mean, I will be honest. Like I usually like to think I could kill one of these animals if I needed to, but there was a time when I was walking with my buddy and like a little tiny frog jumped out in front of me and I shrieked like a girl. I shrieked. So I like to think that I can do it. But then when push comes to shove, I don't know. That's why it would have to be like a life or death thing.
yeah,
So
when the adrenaline kicks in.
You know what's horrible though? I think
Right.
I'm more afraid of like giant spiders than like bigger animals.
Well, a giant spider bites you and once and you're dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like poison.
yeah.
You know?
Like I wouldn't even want to throw a snake into the scenario here because like yeah, it's small, but I'm not
and they fucking
attempting
they're
that.
fast. They're quick
Yeah.
as shit.
I'm horrified of big snakes and big spiders. Well, any kind of snake actually, even garden snakes.
One time when
I
I was
ran
like,
across the trail I was walking on and scared the shit out of me like 2 weeks ago.
one time when I was a teenager, I was walking through my neighborhood and this big like Saint Bernard German Shepherd looking monster like ran out of the house that I was walking past and like ran in front of me, and I was like, okay, puppy, and tried to go around him, and then he got in front of me and started growling. And in my mind I was like, okay, here we go. Here we fucking go. I'm gonna fight a dog. This is gonna suck.
This is how I die.
Yeah, I used, Boy Scout, I was carrying a pocket knife with me. So like I had my hand in my pocket and I was like, don't draw the weapon until he's close. I don't want him to know what's up,
Yeah.
And I went through the whole scenario, like let him bite your arm and then just stab him in the throat until he dies. But then I was like, he's gonna break and tear my arm apart. I might bleed to death, doing this. And it
Yeah,
was fucking
definitely.
terrifying. And then the owner came out and was like, come here. And then I was like, ran away. Well, not ran away, but hurried my pace. And it was stupid.
But what's
I like to think I could take a small, like if it was real life or death, lots of adrenaline. I'll probably take a lot of damage. But I think maybe like a small mountain lion or cougar, like a small one, not a big one.
There was
Like
a guy that did that.
They're
Yeah,
dogs,
Yeah, that's
right?
true. Yeah. But again, I think that in my head, I'm like, yeah, that thing's going to be like maybe 40 or 50 pounds. But there's a recent video I saw of this dude who was like on a run and he went down this path. Did you guys see that? Where
I
guess
didn't see it.
he bumped into like a mother and some babies, and then the mother just started following him and
Yeah.
like fake attacking, like running from far back right at him. That thing looked so fucking terrifying and moved
Yeah.
so fast.
It's
that
a
made me
false charge
rethink.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it over and over again. It made me rethink like what I'd be able to do to that thing. But
I don't think the animal wanted to attack them.
No, because
No.
it was just trying to get you the fuck away from the babies.
Fuck away.
it looks so terrifying though.
I
Yeah.
saw one video like that with a bear though.
Oh
And it
yeah.
was this guy was hunting in the woods alone and he killed like a moose or something, and he was doing like, because you can't pack it out in one go, so like on his second trip back he noticed there was a grizzly bear and he had like his GoPro on or whatever, because I think he does like a vlog, and you just hear the bear like moving in the woods, breaking branches and shit and doing like that heavy bear thing. And then it just comes out of the woods and then runs back in. And the guy's like, what the fuck? And like he pulls his pistol when it charges him. But if you look, the round isn't chambered correctly. So like even if he shot it, wouldn't have worked.
Oh my goodness.
And it was like the bear just ran at him and then ran away. And he was like, fuck this, and just got the hell out of there.
Yeah, because
Oh,
the
that's
bear's
terrifying.
paws look this big.
Bears will murder you.
I just
Bear is the
get
one
By
animal
that, your neck would like
even with a
probably break
weapon
into
I
it.
don't think I could kill.
No, we got no chance against a bear.
Like a sword or a spear, I'd be like, you need a gun to kill a bear.
Yeah, even then, like,
need like a
I
big
feel like
gun.
a big gun, yeah, a big elephant gun. I was thinking about it today, though. I wondered how I would do against like a sloth, because they'd have like that real good power,
They get that
but
claw.
I don't think they move very fast, right? So you might be able to like get in and out really quick on this thing.
Now, is that a real thing? They move really that slow, or is it just
You've
like
never seen videos of sloths?
Yeah, man, they move slow.
They
But I
move
wonder,
slow
like,
shit.
if they need to be aggressive, do they move faster, or do they just always move slow? Because if it just moves slow all the time, you could like run around from behind and just
Do they ever get
put a
chance
kick me
to
sign
be-
on his back and start whooping him.
Yeah, but do they ever get a chance to be aggressive, or are they just too slow to react?
I don't know. I don't know if anything hunts those things or what.
Oh, stuff hunt. All right, so the only time a sloth comes out of a tree is to take a shit. So like you'll see a sloth climb down a tree and sit there, and then something will just run up and grab it and run away. You know?
That's
So
really
I,
polite of the sloth. Like if I was a sloth, I'd just dump up in the tree.
Yeah, at least they're being polite. They're like, I'm not gonna poop on it.
well, I mean, they're like the stoners of the animal world. They don't give a shit. They're just kind of there.
Koalas are the ones in the animal world. They just
Koalas will
high
get
all
so
day.
high they just
Imagine
fall
getting
off
attacked by
trees.
one of those, you just get chlamydia and shit.
That's so weird. 80% of koalas have chlamydia. Like, what the fuck happened?
Oh,
I think the most terrifying animal to be attacked by would be a moose. Have you ever seen a moose for real?
Yes.
Have you?
I've
Tim?
seen, yeah, I have, yeah, I've seen a couple there. We take a drive up to my in-laws place. They live kind of like northern Ontario. So when you're driving up there, there's often moose on the road. So in one trip, I saw like maybe five on the road, and they come out in the middle of the night. You can't see anything. You can just see their glowing eyes. And there's lots of like hills that go up and down. So you'll like be coming up over a hill and you can't see anything. And then all of a sudden there'll be a moose standing in the middle of the road. And those things are huge, dude. Huge.
Yeah.
I can't
When I
even
was
imagine
in-
getting like trampled by one.
I was hiking in New Hampshire with my Boy Scout troop, and we were just like shooting the shit, just not paying attention. And we turn a corner, and in the middle of a pond, like 20 feet away from us, is just a bull moose looking at us. And we were like, oh, okay. And we just like turned around and went a different path because it was like, fuck
Yeah.
that, man. Like he was in like shoulder deep water just looking at us, and he was still fucking humongous. Like the
Yeah.
antlers were just like, it was like, no way, man. No.
Yeah,
fucking way.
I came up to the hell was it? Some sort of like bull, some sort of full-size male bull, like wild bull, in the middle of Arizona somewhere. We were on this road trip. I was in a van and we were kind of off-roading a bit. This thing had all-wheel drive, and we got just to this path, and then there's this giant bull with like that Texas Longhorn thing
Yeah,
going
yeah.
out, and it's just standing in the middle of the path. And in the van, I felt unsafe. I was like, I felt like that thing could dump us over if it wanted to, no problem. And it just stood there. We were honking at it. It was doing nothing. And then eventually, after about 10 minutes, it just kind of walked away. But that thing would have destroyed our van.
It's those moments where you realize how fragile a human is. Like
Yeah.
you're so used to being in your house and your car with your electricity and stuff, and then you see something that's like, oh, that's built to actually live here. Like, fuck
I
that.
like to think most of these animals are just super bored. So when stuff like this happens, they just want to fuck with us. Because
Yeah,
they
they all
get
get
what
together.
we do, and they're like, all right, let's fuck with this human for a little bit. I'm
Fuck
surprised you
that.
haven't mentioned this poster in the background, Chris.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten a good look at it.
Who is that in the background? The Star Trek poster.
Oh, me in mine?
Yeah.
I've got some signed autographs from some of the Voyager crew.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks like Tuvok, Tom Paris. I don't know who the standing up one is, and I can't see the other one.
Yeah, I've got the Doctor there, and then I think Harry Kim is covered up by another picture right
Yeah.
now. Yeah,
See,
they all came through town, and I went to the convention and got some autographs from those guys, and
They,
had a little chat with them. They're all so nice. It's unbelievable how nice those people are.
The Doctor was gonna come to Rhode Island Comic Con, but then COVID or whatever. It's like, all right. Damn, I would have gone just to meet him.
Totally, he's such a cool guy. If you can ever meet up with any of those people, they're all so generous with their time and just have a
Are you
really
still on
cool
lockdown,
stories.
Tim?
What's that?
Are you still on lockdown?
Yeah, we're in lockdown, 100%. And my wife is. Oh yeah, we've been in maybe a week or so, but my wife has been sick lately, so we're not actually allowed to leave our house even. So we've been in here for about 5 or 6 days without leaving the house.
Yeah, I just got over that. It was horrible.
Yeah, I'm kind of the homebody though, so like I don't necessarily mind it too much. Obviously, there's some things that are annoying, but I'm the kind of guy who wants to stay at home and just watch movies and play video games and
For
hang
me,
out.
I'm stuck home with a 4-year-old and a 6-month-old.
Right. Yeah, that's
So I'm like, she needs to go to school and get some energy out because she's having breakdowns because she's so bored.
Yeah, definitely.
My son's not really. He's actually really good.
He's not even really there yet. You know what I mean?
Oh, he is now. He doesn't.
My thing with the quarantine is like, I'm totally a homebody. I don't leave my house ever. I only ever really go to like the supermarket or the liquor store, but it's like annoying that like I just want to go to the supermarket. I want to buy a steak and I want to grill it. And I just want to do that. Let me fucking do that, please. Like, come on, man. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not doing anything wrong.
I'm just pissed because I want to play D&D and do the nerd debate thing like here.
In person.
I don't want to do it over Zoom too much unless I'm doing it for like you guys and stuff, Tim.
Yeah.
I like having like D&D is fun over Zoom, but it's so much better doing it in person. You can like read people better and all that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, Dean and I, when we do our podcast, we used to get together all the time to do it. He'd come over for, on the weekend, stay overnight. We'd record like 3 episodes, and now we just do it over Skype once a week. So it's a lot different.
Yeah.
But definitely the energy is different when you're in the room with somebody, right?
It's harder as the dungeon master to do it over Zoom because like like when you're sitting that close to someone and you say something and you see them shift, you're like, I think I know what you're thinking. Now I can like start to do stuff with the story. With this, it's like Chris won't even let me see his face. Damn it! How am I supposed to gauge his reaction to things?
Well, even doing a podcast, like it sounds cheesy, but you can feel the energy in the group and it hypes you up and you get more out of a conversation when you're face to face. It kind of gets taken away when you're doing it over a computer and stuff.
And I feel like you guys are using the messenger thing to just meta the whole time without me knowing.
Good idea. I should have done that last game. Maybe it wouldn't have ended as much as it did.
No, did you guys realize how drunk I was? Like, did it come off that Chris was like on the verge of going blackout pretty soon?
Well, you've watched our show here and there, Tim. Can you notice more when I get drunk than he gets drunk?
Yes. Chad, I can notice. I notice when Chad gets drunk more than when Chris gets drunk for sure.
Okay, because
I just start not being able to talk.
I love it though. I love it. I prefer drunk Chad.
Thanks.
I mean, drunk Chad's great. He says words wrong, and that always gives me a joke to make.
I just sound like Ricky from Zero Parks.
It's great content, so don't stop doing that.
So if you're the Ricky, does that make me Julian?
No, you're Bubbles.
All right, that's not an insult.
You're the most level-headed one of all of them.
Bubbles had his shit together.
Yeah, there's no bad one to be in that group.
Ricky, I guess.
No,
because Ricky like never.
Randy, you don't want to be Randy.
Yeah,
Randy.
I guess you don't want to be Randy.
Himself out the cheeseburgers again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being Phil.
Phil.
Mustard Tiger.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Bam.
What do they call it? Greasy burger?
I think so.
Yeah.
But something to branch off what you're talking about, Tim. What mythological creature would you want to be real? And do you think you would have a chance of battling it with any type of weapon? Like dragons.
Yeah, I'll start with I have no chance of battling it. I think we've determined that I could barely battle a small rodent.
What do you have, like a giant sword or like a gun?
I've had like a mystical sword and some armor.
Yeah,
okay. So what I'd probably want to do like the Cyclops.
Ooh, but what if you get frozen?
Well, I mean, then I'm dead. But I
Not
guess
necessarily.
How's the
There's pro-
frozen thing work with Cyclops? I thought that was Medusa.
Cyclops, if he looks at you, he can like shoot a beam that freezes you, but then when he dies, you become unfrozen as long as your statue's fine.
Okay, sunglasses with mirrors
Yes, is that
on the
fucking
front
instead of your shield?
I'll freeze his ass.
Yeah.
But I feel like his movements I might be able to predict the way he might move because it's more human in nature rather than like a dragon flying across the sky, which I clearly would have no chance against. Maybe that guy. See, the thing with the Cyclops, if you get a bow and arrow and you can hit him in the eye, that sucker's in big trouble.
It's a crit hit, dude.
Yeah,
Blinks red and everything.
totally. He's gonna sit down and complain
Yeah,
about
then
it.
you
while
get
I
your attack in and you roll away. Yeah.
So I think I'd go there. I'm gonna go with that one.
Now,
What
there
about
was
you
a
guys?
common theme we were doing on the channel for a while. Do you think you could take a giant?
A giant?
Yeah. Like
Hell
David
no.
Goliath.
Like, I can.
Is probably, how tall are you? Like 5'8", I'm guessing?
Me? I'm 6 feet.
I was gonna say
Give me
that.
some credit, Chad. Come on.
He's not
Oh,
short like
look
us.
I'm slouching in my chair. Look.
It's
I
funny
sit up
that you
straight.
thought 5'8" was tall because me and you are like 5'5", 5'6".
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah.
All right,
Okay, so
you're-
yes, you're correct. I am taller than you. Yeah,
So you're
Well,
6
yeah.
feet. What would you do if like a 12-foot giant came and tried to get you?
I'd run probably.
Fucking
No, but I'm
slash
talking
it
about
with
you have
rifles.
like weapons and stuff you can use.
Okay. If I have weapons, I'm probably trying to chop it down a little bit. Like maybe go after its
Hamstring
legs.
him.
Yeah,
You
go
got a
after
sling?
its calf. Get a couple quick calf shots in there. I'd probably try to be stealth about it. Maybe like sneak attack it.
No.
Giants they're normally a little bit stupid, aren't they?
Oh,
Supposedly, but some
I
of the
don't- I think
evidence
I'd-
I've seen on the internet.
I'd
you
be
know,
smarter.
people
I'd be
say-
smarter than it. Yeah, I'd set up like a little trap, like put a little can of cat food out for it, and then as it sneaks up to go get it, then I just like club it from behind. That maybe I'd drive my car into it, something like that.
What do
If
you
I have
drive?
one. What do I drive, or what would I like to be driving for that encounter?
Either or.
Well, I probably want to have the Mad Max vehicle for that one.
that'd be
Just fucking
sick.
plow into him with spite. Yeah.
Plow into him, get like a good head start, and just smash
See-
into him as he's trying to pick up the cat food.
What I would do is I would get a super realistic looking mannequin and put a speaker on it and just have it taunting the thing.
Yep.
Hide in the bushes with a ladder. As soon as I see the giant go up, run up, put the ladder up, grab my axe, hack away at it. Do you think that would
Yeah.
be
Oh,
fun?
you could to play off that, you could cover that dummy in the one chip challenge chips, and then when
Yeah.
he eats it, he's gonna need a timeout to like recover, and then you can make your attack.
I want to try that so bad, but I'm such a pussy when it comes to hot food.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I could take the chip. It's the next day that's gonna destroy me, and I don't want to be a part of.
Yeah, AEW has a show called BTE, and they all decide to eat the chips. And after like the challenge, you just see them all puking, and like the next episode, they're like, I'm still shitting from it.
I love AEW, man. Like I was a wrestling fan like way back in the day, so I'm like more of like a classical wrestling fan. Then I loved around like the 2000s with the like triple what is it, the
You like the Attitude Era and all
Generation X, or who are those guys? Triple H
that?
and
Triple
Shawn
H,
Michaels.
X-Pac,
New
Shawn
World
Michaels,
Order?
Billy Gunn.
Is that who they
Brock.
were?
Was it New World Order, Chad?
No.
You didn't
No,
look
that's
at
No.
WCW. This is DX. We had
Yeah.
Triple H, X-Pac. Come on, you idiot.
it. Come
What was their
on.
name?
No, AEW is great. I'm trying to get him to watch AEW because he was an old
It's like
wrestler.
it kind of
I
got me
saw him.
back into wrestling. It was pretty cool.
I showed him that. Me too. I haven't been watching wrestling for years, and I watched the buy-in they had on YouTube at AEW. So I'm like, all right, Chris Jericho. I always liked him. Let's watch it.
It's
But I
just,
showed him one Orange Cassidy match
and it's
where it was one of the lamer ones from
Yeah.
the beginning before they actually let him start going
they
at
were
it.
botching
Right.
moves. No one
Oh,
was
yeah.
selling
It's
anything.
so much
It was
better now.
bad.
Are you
Yeah.
up to date with AEW, or are you just kind of like?
No, I kind of like I've got a recording set for it, and then when I have a chance, I watch it. But I'm not like following.
You should check out
everything week to
Lucha
week.
Underground.
Yeah, is that a different organization?
It's from like a decade ago, maybe, and it's luchador wrestling, so a lot of high flying shit like that.
That shit's
And they don't even try to pretend it's real. They're just like, that guy's from space, that guy's a dragon. Fuck it, who cares? And like they're fighting for these like discs that'll make them immortal or something like
Oh
that. Like
man, that's
it's fucking
great.
awesome.
That's great.
No, AEW is great though. You should watch it. I've been watching some New Japan. Do you know what that is?
Never heard of that.
NXT,
New Japan's like
right?
the Japanese wrestling where a lot of the AEW guys went.
Oh yeah.
And they met there and everything, and then they ended up forming AEW and stuff.
New Japan is like really popular. I
Yeah, they
think,
tried
right?
coming to America, but it didn't buy down here. But they also started doing that as soon as AEW came.
Aren't their hardcore matches way more hardcore than ours?
But not AEW's.
Don't they have like the explosions and like the barbed wire outside the ring and stuff like that?
Well, AEW did a lot of that where they had the barbed wire. Some of the stuff. As I'm older now, I can't really watch the hardcore matches as much because I get just like I'm like that hurts really bad. Even though when you're a kid, you're like, yeah, thumbtacks.
It's like that scene in The Wrestler where he's like getting sewn up and having the glass picked out of
There
him and
was
shit.
one match.
I love that movie.
Yeah, such a good movie.
There was one match where this dude came out with a skateboard with thumbtacks on, just smacked the guy in the back and ripped his back. And I'm like, God damn, this is on like TNT too. And I'm like, damn, yo, that's crazy.
Isn't it weird that as we get older, now we look at things and go, ooh, no, that's gonna hurt, you know, like get off the skateboard, kid, you're gonna break yourself, you know?
Yeah.
That's why his brother watches all these fail compilations where people fuck themselves up. He always sends them to like this group chat where, and I'm like, I can't watch them because it's like people on a BMX bike and I go see him grind and I'm like, I've tried to grind before on a BMX bike and it didn't end well. I cut my shin like that much.
Ooh.
I just fell and hit the, what are they called, pegs, and just went,
Oh, ouch.
yeah. So I'm like, I know how it hurts, and I've hit my balls on stuff from skateboarding and everything. So when I see them trying to grinding and they just go, and I'm like,
I like watching parkour people fail because it's like you chose to jump headfirst off that ledge, you fucking idiot. You deserve to land and fucking break your
I'm
face.
so glad parkour came out later in my life because if I was a chubby little kid back in the day and parkour, I would probably try to do all of it and I would have broken ankles.
Yeah, I saw parkour and I went, nah. I'm gonna
It's like,
that.
hey, you're trying to be a good stuntman. Good for you.
I did some stupid stuff like that before it came out. I was all about climbing things and jumping off.
Oh, of course.
Well, yeah,
But like you see the kid who like runs off the side of a building and does it, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
I had like
ridiculous.
me and my friend Joe Morrow. We tried doing
Hate that.
what's it called, jackass type thing. We call it speed limit 25. So it's funny because it's like it's extreme, but we're calling it speed limit 25. So it's like it
Sounds like a Joe Moore joke.
was really stupid. It was my idea. God damn it.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I don't know how I don't know how I haven't broken a bone yet. The first realization that bushes hurt was the worst thing ever. Like we were just riding a skateboard down a hill and the curb was there. So we hit the curb, fly into the bushes. But we didn't think about all the roots and the branches and everything.
Yeah, like the stem and stuff.
That hurts so bad. And
Yeah, it doesn't take much for a stick to like slice you open, let alone rolling into a whole bunch of them.
Me and my friends used to do this thing called the stupid helmet. We decided like stupid should start hurting. If you're gonna say or do something stupid, you should get hurt. Cause like
Fair.
we were fucking militant. And this kid Smitty said something or did something stupid. So we're like, stupid helmet. So we put a football helmet on him and we grabbed like a 2x4 and we were gonna break the 2x4 off the helmet. But the kid Stinky swinging it missed and just hit him in the shoulder super fucking hard. And just he dropped. It was like, fuck!
Oh,
We were all
damn.
like, what? And it was like, no more stupid helmet after that.
I don't know if
Stinky
I'd
should have put
rather
a stupid helmet on.
Stinky
Stinky should have put it on after that.
Stinky was
have
the
had
kid.
it in the shoulder or the head though, because that could have fucked his neck up so bad.
He hit him like right here, like right on that little bump on your shoulder
Oh
blade.
god.
Oh my goodness.
But Stinky was the kid who had a beard at 10 years old. So it's just like, he's
Yeah, I
kind of in
remember
charge.
first time I saw him, he was the ex-boyfriend of my ex-girlfriend, well, my girlfriend at the time. And I remember seeing him. And the first time I saw him, he was in, I think, 7th grade, and he had a beard.
Yeah, I met him when he was 10 and he had beard and back hair. And it was just like, okay.
And I got my beard probably freshman year. So I remember being like, I have a beard this young, but that fucking kid. And Mark Kilkline had a beard super young too.
R.I.P.
Yeah, that's a sad story.
Let's tell it.
Let's keep things happy.
What was I gonna say?
So can we kill a raccoon? We can agree we can all kill a raccoon, right?
Super
Okay.
easy.
Can we
Armadillo.
kill armadillo? What about a coyote? Can we kill a coyote?
They're
Maybe.
vicious, man.
I think we can kill a coyote.
I've seen some big coyotes and I've seen some small coyotes.
Hey,
So
I've got an idea here. What
What?
could the three of us kill together with our bare hands?
oh, anything. No,
I just threw us back at a fucking grizzly.
just running up and punching the shit out of a hippo, the
It's
three
just-
of us.
Yeah,
Dude, hippos are one of the most vicious animals out there.
that's probably the last thing on the planet I'd choose to fight.
An elephant would be rough too.
That's true. Yeah.
I think we could take like a deer if the deer
Yeah.
wanted to fight and
Yeah.
it didn't want to run away. I think we could take it, the three of us. Like,
Well, one of us would have to be big.
Yeah. I think so.
sorry, Chad. I would use you like a human shield, and we'd both run towards the deer. And then when you get the antlers in the gut, I sneak around and start choking it.
Okay, so what about a horse? Could the three of us take a
No.
horse down? No, probably not. eh?
Horses
How do
can
you
kill you with a single kick.
Yeah, how do
Yeah.
you even take a horse down? I don't even know.
I would say outrun it and like tire it out, but it's a fucking horse.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so we can't beat a horse.
A horse usually gonna go for the knees.
what about the three of us fighting an alligator?
No way, I'm out. I'm not taking part in that.
On dry
Alligator?
land.
I'm terrified by those things.
I don't know. You just gotta jump on its back and like put it in a fucking headlock.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Or are
'cause
you going to
I'm
do
quick.
that? Are you going to be the one to do that, Chad?
I'll put in
Because
the
then I'm in.
I'll put in the headlock if you guys just start punching it in the face.
Yeah, I'll just punch it. Yeah, sure.
Because I'm quick, right? I'll stand in front of it and be like, "Come at me, come at me." I'll get it to run in a circle chasing me, right?
Okay.
Chad,
Okay.
you wait for your opportunity.
Chad
jump
jumps
on
on it.
it.
Okay.
Then you just start stomping.
I'll
its
start
fucking
stomping
head.
on it. I can
Yeah.
do that. Okay.
I want
I
Okay.
think we could
I
do it.
want this fatness. Like
He's got
this
he's
guy
got agility.
I get the fragility.
Okay. Okay, so we can take an alligator. I like that. What about well, I mean,
You have a chance against an orangutan.
no.
Dude, they got
No way,
monkey
dude.
strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the
You know
biggest
what, you're
monkey we could fight?
The one from Friends, maybe.
Yeah. We could beat that thing.
What about Coco from not Coco? What was the gorilla in Congo? Amy. You think we could take her?
No, hell no.
Amy,
I don't think-
Happy. Amy,
I don't think
sad.
the three of us together could take a chimp. I think that
No.
thing would destroy us.
I think
ever
we
read
could
about
keep
chimp
monkeys
attacks?
that are bigger than
Yeah,
just
yeah.
out of the equation.
Exactly.
We could take
Yeah.
like a capuchin or something.
Hmm.
Like the little monkeys. We could probably take one of those.
Yeah, we could take one of
Monkeys
those.
like bigger than this, I wouldn't fuck with.
Even this is like if they punch you in the face the right way, it's gonna hurt real bad.
Well, you're gonna get fucked
Just
up. no
one
matter what.
solid arm muscle. Like we have two arm muscles, it's just one solid bicep that they swing with.
Ugh.
Okay, what about a Komodo dragon? The three of us.
Not fucking with that thing.
No way. Eh?
Their saliva, like necrosis sets in instantly and you start rotting from the inside out. Like the
Yeah.
second it bites you. I am not trying to fight that thing.
That was another animal. I was like, oh, you know what? I see it on like nature shows, and I'm like, yeah, I could probably take that thing. Like, if it came near me, I'd just kick it in the face. And then I saw it at a zoo one time. They had it like
Same
as a
here.
special display. That thing was just huge, and it was 100% muscle. It was just
Yeah.
bulging muscles out of its body, and then it can run like as fast as a horse. And yeah, if it bites you, you're going to die from like the saliva
They
poisoning.
just bite
so-
you and then they follow you until you
Yeah.
die. Like they're not even gonna bother trying to kill you. They're like, you're dead, and then they'll just
Yeah.
follow you until you drop. Like
That's right. So that there's no way, no way we could do one of those.
I think we could take a cheetah, a single cheetah.
The three of us?
Yes.
Hmm.
Because cheetahs are only like 70, they're built for that 1 30-second dash. And if
Yeah.
they don't kill you in that, they run away.
If it ran at me, I would probably sidestep, grab it, and just give it a power slam.
Hopefully.
I think we need Chad to jump on top of it like the alligator.
Our
Same
plan is
same
just-
plan as the alligator.
Just Chad, get on top of it, weigh it down, and we'll do the rest.
Yeah. I think there's probably a lot of animals we could beat with that strategy.
Strategy.
Tactic. You're just gonna let me power slam and get on top of it, put it in a
We'll give
headlock.
you
Yeah.
give you like chainmail from head to toe. All you have is eye sockets. That way they can't bite you, and we'll just fucking throw you towards things.
The funny part would be watching us actually do this and how quickly we would all turn around and run as soon as that thing got aggressive.
It would be me going, "Come on, guys, do it!" as I'm running away. Hurry up!
You got this, Chad. Let us know how it goes.
Chad's
Yeah.
like choke holding a Komodo dragon and
You
beating
fucking
it up.
assholes. I don't know. I don't really think we could survive during a lot of animals that are probably our size.
No, I don't think so.
What ocean creature are you confident in your ability? Like, I don't think I could take an
Catfish?
octopus.
How you think?
You don't think so?
Octopi, man. like in their environment, I think I'm fucked.
I don't know.
That's 8 arms.
That's an interesting one. Yeah,
you
that's
know?
an interesting one.
All it has to do is just fucking get me down and then eat me with the beak.
Even a jellyfish. I wouldn't want to fuck with a jellyfish.
Portuguese man o' war. Or
Yeah,
something
they can
like
poison
that.
you. They just poison you. Again, anything that can poison you and kill you, I don't want to take part in that.
Yeah. What about an anaconda?
That would be something the three of us would have to tackle.
I
Yeah.
think if Ice Cube taught us anything, it's don't fuck with anacondas.
Yeah, it depends how big it is. I think
That's a
yeah,
movie
an
we don't
anaconda.
talk about Anaconda.
Because it
That's
sucks,
a tough
dude.
one.
Jennifer Lopez.
Could the three of us take Ice Cube? Do you think?
Oh, I
Oh
can take Ice
fuck,
Cube.
maybe he's hardcore as shit.
Not anymore, man. He's making Ride Along and all that shit. He's gone.
It doesn't matter. He's still fucking cute.
Yeah, in Boys in the Hood, we
look at him.
can't take him in. We can't take him in Boys in the
If
Hood.
we ever did fight him, we had to look and be like, today ain't gonna be a good day. Just
Then him and his crew just show up with like AKs and shit. And
he's
you're like,
never
oh, that's right.
What's
we
he
were
have?
next.
Fucking he has his co-stars of whatever.
Kevin,
his
not
movies he's in.
Kevin. What's his name?
Kevin
Hart.
Hart.
Kevin
I would
Hart.
have to take
I
Kevin
wouldn't
Hart.
fuck with Kevin Hart now. Have you seen him now? The Rock got him jacked as shit.
Oh, that's
He's-
lame.
Kevin Hart's like, I don't want to do comedies anymore. I want to do action movies because he's like,
But
I'm
he's
just
just
a small man doing the action movies.
that's lame.
Yeah,
I hate when comedians do that. They're like, hey, I think I'm gonna try and be a dramatic
I
actor.
hate Kevin Hart's comedy. Like, what did he host? Like the Oscars or something? And he just wouldn't stay still. He was just running back and forth.
But that's his style.
I hate that so much.
I don't mind Kevin Hart.
I'm not a fan.
Like I can't name a single joke, but like his personality, I'm like, okay, it's not that bad.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. He's got too much energy. It makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, so since we've moved to people, what celebrities do the three of us like? All right, we're not taking The Rock, we're not taking Mark Wahlberg. I think a fair fight for the three of us would be like us versus like Chris Hemsworth, maybe.
I was thinking that, but he's pretty jacked up now.
But they're all glory muscles.
That's true, but he'd still have some strength.
Our strategy
But,
of
I mean-
Chad on top of him while we stomp him, I think could work.
I feel like 3 against 1 against a human is far easier than 3 against 1 against a vicious animal.
Yeah.
I don't think Chris Hemsworth is gonna have like the alligator rage or something that.
He's not really Thor, so we don't.
Yeah, that's right.
He's not really Thor though, but you're gonna keep that in your head. When you first see him, you're like, "Fuck, I'm going against Thor."
Dude, I saw Dolph Lundgren in a movie that was made last year. Still looks like Dolph Lundgren. Like
Yeah, I wouldn't
some
fuck with
wrinkles,
Dolph
but he's
Lundgren.
still jacked as shit.
Is he
You think we
really?
can take John Claude Van Damme?
I think
Now?
no. John Claude Van
Now
Damme.
now we could. Yeah.
Have you seen him now? He's
I
still
saw him
jacked. He's still
dancing.
doing the
That was
split.
weird.
What
He
is
would
he,
just do a split.
55?
It's all in the dick.
He'd pull something trying to fight us.
He would.
He'd beat himself.
He's still.
I don't know, because he can still do the splits.
He's still in shape, man. Have you seen John Claude Van Johnson on Amazon? It's basically a TV show of him. It's like a obviously pretend TV show, obviously stupid, but it's him as himself.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
All his career is like a double like identity because he's really a spy. And
Did
he
you
gets
watch it,
so-
Chad? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched
Chad
like
loves
some of the
John
first season. I don't know why I stopped watching it. It's my problem with
know.
TV shows. But
I think as soon as he does the splits and Chad jumps on him, it's over.
in
Yeah.
the show though, he goes to do the split to beat people and he gets stuck because he hasn't done it.
That's awesome.
That's what I'm hoping would happen.
I think anything we try to fight, as long as Chad can get on top of it and weigh it down, will
Yeah.
win.
What's that not going to work on?
Like
The
A
Rock.
hippo for sure. Hippo.
The Rock would just
bear,
fucking-
no bear.
Ugh. Throw
I
me
don't know.
in the
I think
air.
if we like piss the Rock off and we're like, come get me, and then we all do like a light jog while he's trying to move his giant mass and like
The
tire
Rock
him
is
out.
fast, dude.
Yeah, his cardio is probably not all that great.
No, he's fast. Have you
Too much
seen?
Yeah,
muscle.
but he has like 200 pounds of muscle that he's carrying around like that. He can run for 10 seconds pretty quick, but can he run for 20 seconds?
No, you gotta watch his training stuff where he's actually like doing all that shit. He's
Oh yeah, those
crazy.
highly edited videos of him working out super hard that are totally
The
not.
Rock
altered
never
in
has
any
never
way.
done steroids.
Yes. Oh my god.
He's convinced The
Why
Rock
do you-
does steroids.
Has Hulk Hogan done steroids?
Of course.
So then The Rock has done
Why
steroids.
The Rock? The Rock is an innocent man who just wants to be jacked. He wakes up at 5 a.m, works out for like 5 hours.
I don't know why this pisses me off that you stick to it, because I know you're joking, but at the same time, fuck you.
What makes you think I'm joking?
The
I'm dead serious.
Rock
pretty-
has done steroids.
I'm pretty sure we talked about this when you guys joined us on our podcast
Yeah.
to talk about the Riddick universe. And Chad, dude, there's no way The Rock hasn't done all of the steroids.
It's honestly a reoccur. Like me and Chad will just be hanging out, and I'll just be like, he's done steroids, right? And we'll just start arguing right from there.
100%. I would bet everything on that.
I
that he's done
definitely
it.
think we could take Vin Diesel.
Yeah, super easy. Have you listened to his solo album?
No.
It's
Oh.
it's not bad.
Is it good
Really?
for what it is?
Someone else wrote all the music and everything,
Oh,
and his
man.
voice is heavily modulated,
Mm.
but it's just generic pop music. It's
But
not bad.
pop music. I was expecting hip hop.
No, there's a little kind. You know what I mean? It's like modern pop.
See, I want if Vin Diesel's gonna do a music career, I want him to like sing about Riddick, sing about his 8 months. Like, I was in the cave all by myself.
Have an
Eyes
album
brighten
called
up the
Me
room.
Familia, where he
Huh?
have an album called Me Familia, where he just tells you the plot of every Fast and Furious movie.
Dude, are you a fan of the Fast and Furious movies, Tim?
I am not. Well, you know what? I haven't seen one, but I feel like I don't need to see any.
You don't need to see any.
You need to shut your mouth. You need to watch 5 through whatever they're at now because they're amazing. Don't fuck the
See,
original ones.
The problem already is that you're telling me to start at 5.
Well,
I know, right?
first of all,
For the first
Yeah.
10 years.
it's a different franchise, 1 through 4, and then 5
I'll be
through
right
where
back.
they are now.
Yeah.
The other ones were like the shitty bro racing movies.
Right.
And then it just slowly got more and more intense up till 5 where The Rock came. And it just became like heist movies and like crazy action. Then
So I'm not a big fan of Vin Diesel other than Riddick. I'm not a big fan of Cars. I'm not a fan of The Rock. So it just seemed like everything that had. I don't like The Rock now. I liked him in the WWE back when he was like young and just coming up. I thought he was pretty cool. But I don't know. Once he got like movie star big, I mean, I respect the guy. I don't like dislike him or anything. But I'm not. I don't really check out his movies. I haven't seen The Rundown. I really don't watch any of the movies he's in.
All right.
And if he does a Big Trouble in Little China reboot, I will be so pissed off. And I promise you, I will not watch that.
This is something that me and Chris talked about a while ago. The only person that should ever reboot any Kurt Russell movies is his son.
Oh yeah, I mean, I agree. Yeah, I don't want anybody to touch.
Have you
touch
seen
that.
Overlord?
No,
You ever seen Overlord?
no, I haven't
It's
seen Overlord.
it's a World War II movie where pretty much they crash down in Nazi Germany and there's like the crazy experiments going on and the zombies and stuff. But it has
Isn't
one of the
J.J.
best.
Abrams?
He produced it. He didn't direct it.
I didn't watch it.
Chris,
It didn't look
We're
good.
gonna watch Overlord, the
No.
2 of you and Dean, and I want to make a video on it.
Do you know
Yeah.
how many movies?
Are you down?
Fine, I'll do it if we do like a collab thing. But I have no
Are
desire
you
to see
down?
that film.
If I
Yeah,
force
I'm-
you guys to watch Overlord,
Sure. Well, we'll come and talk about Overlord.
it's a fucking great. It's one of my favorites of recent years.
That's
Yeah.
depressing.
So it's how new is it?
Like
Years
2,
ago?
3 years ago.
I like Abrams. I like most of the stuff he does.
He
That's
ruined
Star
Star
Wars.
Trek.
Fuck Star Wars up.
I liked Star Trek. I didn't like Star Trek I liked.
Ah,
The first one was I'm not a Star Trek fan, so I enjoyed the first one. The second one was kind of like
dumb.
I
Yeah, I
haven't
didn't-
seen
yeah.
the one Simon Pegg wrote, though, the newer one.
I mean the first one I thought was excellent. Then the other two were like not as good for me. I still liked it because it was more content there. But I really loved the first one. I'll go to bat for that one. The other two, yeah, I think they fell off a bit, but I still enjoyed them.
The opening of the first one, I like a lot because
Yeah.
like the one thing Star Trek always lacked, the at least up until Deep Space Nine, was any conflict was 2 stationary ships just shooting a green laser and then an orange laser, and then they would talk, and you were like, that was a lame space battle. So like the beginning of the first Star Trek movie, where you see the Kelvin fighting the Romulan ship, and you really see like photon torpedoes and like the phasers and everything, and like bits and pieces are flying off, and you're like, okay, that's more like a space navy battle.
It was amazing. Just that whole opening, like
Then
the movie could have ended there, and I would have been
exactly,
happy.
that
It's just
was
like it was incredible.
like I went to go see it with my other friend who's super into Star Trek, and like after like when that scene started happening, we kind of turned to each other and we're like, "Holy shit!" Like this is the Star Trek. And then the movie happened, and we were like, "God damn it!" Like fuck.
Did you guys see the what is it? Rise of the Skywalker?
No.
Yeah, I saw all those new ones. I'm not really a fan of them.
The Force Awakens I thought was great.
I already saw A New Hope.
I think if you take Han and Chewie out of that movie, there's nothing left.
Oh, for sure. And it gave Kylo less of a role.
No,
like
Kylo more. Kylo Ren's the only.
He's the only good part of that movie, and he's only in it for like 30 seconds.
Well, he's in the other ones a lot, but they fuck his character up so much where they try to make a super weird love story between him and Rey, and it
Because
just
Star Wars needs a love story, right?
I think what they should have done instead of those 3 movies is what they're doing now with The Mandalorian.
Are you caught up on The Mandalorian?
I am, yeah. But
I
think
fucking the last episode.
How was it?
It reminded me of like a Western / old Chinese martial arts movie.
Yeah, I can't stop watching it. It's one of my favorite like pieces of Star Wars content that I think I've seen.
Tell this piece of shit to watch it.
Oh, dude, you haven't watched are you not watching The Mandalorian at all?
I gave up on Star Wars after.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
After the new movies. Did you watch Did you watch the Clone Wars, the animated series?
Yes, and I know Ahsoka comes back, and I watched the clip.
She was the best Jedi fighting Jedi anything that's ever been done live action.
Oh, see, I have to disagree vehemently.
Oh, why?
The moves were so slow and clunky. It was
because she's not trying to be quick and crazy. She's being like a samurai, fast. She's being fast when she needs to be.
Okay, I did like the part where she reversed guard.
Thing.
And I was like, oh shit, she reversed guard like in the cartoon. I remember that, and I liked that.
I thought they did her so good.
It was like swing, and then you block, and then we go low, and then we do, and it was just like by the numbers. I don't know.
No,
and I see what you're saying by
people knowing the first person that gets a hit is gonna kill me.
Maybe, I'm sure. But it did feel like a old Chinese flick in that sense, because I don't know if you've ever seen like 5 Element Ninja, but the opening is just everyone fighting with their weapons, and you can tell they're waiting for that guy to swing so he can block. You know what I mean? Like that's like that fight, and I know it is scripted, but it felt super scripted. And again, having no context of the episode, I just watched that fight because I was like, I want to see Ahsoka.
Dude, you got to see the other stuff they do with her. It's insane.
Sure.
She's so well. I would say it's the best. Now there's probably not very many examples of this, but the best character brought out of an animation into live action that I've ever seen. It's so dead on. She sounds exactly like Ahsoka. They make her look perfect, in my opinion. And then there's so much like cool stealth stuff that she's doing. It's excellent. I love what they're doing with The Mandalorian, because I feel like they're finally giving George Lucas what he originally wanted, which was this to be like a Western.
It's Dave Filoni and wow.
Filoni and
I'm retarded. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of it either.
Yeah, Iron Man guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Feige?
Oh.
Who?
No.
You just said it, right, Chad?
No, he didn't.
No, I said Ferrigno because I'm an idiot.
Lou Ferrigno.
No, we all know who I'm talking about. But Dave Filoni, I don't even think I'm
Filoni.
Oh, no, Filoni, thanks. Now, he was the one that studied under George Lucas what Star Wars is to make the Clone Wars and everything. And that was the only episode where Jon Favreau didn't write. He's writing the whole series, but he let Dave Filoni's like, I need to write this episode to introduce Ahsoka.
This is the best Mandalorian episode by far.
Yeah. And just like you could pause most of the scenes. It would be like a beautiful picture you could just put up in your house.
It's so good. Chris, if you like samurai, you need to check this out.
If you like samurai
this one has such a samurai vibe.
It's like, I know you're saying that, man, but I've seen every Kurosawa film, like and it's like, I don't know. I think I watch things differently than other people. So that's why yeah. And you guys are like, dude, trust me, it's great. And I'm like, Yeah, maybe. And then, but because you guys are telling me it's good, I'm now actively going to look for things I don't like, which is why, like, when Breaking Bad came out and everyone told me it was great, I waited 5 years to watch it because I didn't want to go in looking for the negatives. I wanted to completely forget everything everyone was telling me. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think a good way to look at it is not to put it up against a Kurosawa movie, because that's
Oh,
obviously it's a completely different
Yeah.
thing. But they take some really nice influence from the samurai. It's very nicely like westernized.
Oh,
And who's droning?
whoa. Half the D&D party just showed up.
We're talking about the Mandalorian, the newest episode. You guys caught up on it?
Yep.
What did you guys think of it? This is Tim, by the way.
Tim,
Buddy
he's
from
a
Talking Back podcast.
cool dude.
Hey, dude, what's up?
How's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
Kyle,
Oh no, we've got conflicting baseball hats on.
We do.
This could get
Absolutely.
ugly.
Shit, where's my Yankees hat? Oh, speaking of baseball, do you guys have the MLB network?
No.
They played Ken Burns' entire baseball documentary for the entire weekend from like start to finish.
I think they have it on Amazon.
They have it on Amazon, but you have to pay for it right now. It used to be free.
Yeah, I watched a while ago.
Yeah, I was flipping through the channels, and then all of a sudden I'm watching like baseball in the 1600s, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh, Ken Burns, and I wound up watching it for like.
There's a really good baseball documentary called The Best of Baseball. Anyways, yes, I've seen The Mandalorian.
All right, so enough of sports. What do you think of the Mandalorian in a whole so far?
Of what?
What do you think of the Mandalorian in a whole? Do you think it's the best thing that's happened to Star Wars since the original trilogy?
That's a fucking bold statement.
I
Yes.
think it is.
I think so.
What about you?
KOTOR.
Definitely better than the prequels.
I'm gonna go with the Clone Wars, but the Mandalorian's a close follow-up.
Oh, well, they're both Dave Filoni, so anything Dave
Yeah.
Filoni does is like...
He knows his
100%.
shit.
100%.
Ain't no
Did
fake.
anyone here play Knights of the Old Republic?
No.
I'm playing on my phone.
Oh,
right now.
maybe. I don't remember, actually. Was that like a long time? I mean, I'm older than a lot of you, so...
Yeah, you're like
Well,
40.
you're probably Tim's age.
I played it
41.
when
Oh,
I was,
all right.
You're young.
Aha.
I played it in like 2002.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm talking about like in 96.
You can download it on your
Yeah.
phone and play it on your phone. It's a full 40-hour RPG set in the Star Wars universe. It's
And you
pretty
recommend
fucking
it?
Good.
I started playing it yesterday, but I had to put it on mute because
Well, it's an
Yeah,
RPG. All you need to you're reading dialogue. You're not. Yeah.
yeah, but I'm like, I want to hear the music. I want to listen to the people talk.
It's why everyone, when they announced the Knights of Revan, was like, "Oh, what Revan?" It's from Knights of the Old Republic. You
Hey,
know,
you think you're gonna bring Kyle Katarn in this?
I don't know, man.
Because all right, we're gonna go into sport. Well, fuck him. We're going to spoilers.
Yeah, I'm not.
I've seen it.
Ahsoka was like, you need to go find this other Jedi because he will help you train.
Luke.
What do they call him? Goku. I made me laugh so bad when they
Goru?
Guru.
Grogu, I think.
Gogru. Yeah, go.
Is he the Conehead guy?
It doesn't really roll off your
No,
tongue like
Baby
Yoda does.
Yoda.
No, yeah.
Yoda?
Baby
But
Yoda's Grogu.
There's three people that they're hinting that it might be. It might be Luke with Sebastian Stan playing Luke, which would be great. I think that'd be a great idea. Samuel L. Jackson as Mace Windu might come back.
He's dead, though.
He got fucking
He's out
electrocuted
the
and
window.
kicked
You
out a
don't know if he's
window.
dead.
I don't think he would. No, I think that's...
Also, Samuel Jackson makes way too much money to be in a Star Wars film.
No, he wants to play Mace Windu. He's been campaigning.
I think that Jon Favreau is going to try to bring Mark Hamill, or at least Luke, back in the
No,
story.
it's not going to be Mark Hamill. It's going to be
Well, yeah, he's
That's-
too old, but
yeah.
like a Luke in to please David Filoni.
Revan. What's his name?
Revan.
Revan. They said it might be him. They said it might be fucking brain fart.
Could it be Obi-Wan, maybe?
No, but the guy from the PlayStation game, the redhead.
Oh,
Yeah, that's another theory.
that forgettable ass video game.
I thought you liked it.
Fallen Order.
I liked it, but it's forgettable. I don't
It was a
remember
good
any of
story,
the
though. It'd be
characters.
cool if they made it into a show.
hey, Kyle, it's on the podcast.
I remember Deborah Wilson played your master, and I was like, anytime I saw her, all I hear was "Mad," from Mad TV.
All right. Well, we have a choice here. We can go a little bit longer because we have to wait for Chris because he's.
We have to wait for Chris.
I think the only thing better than The Mandalorian is Rogue One.
Oh, I love Rogue One. Good call.
Rogue One was a very pretty movie, but it was fucking stupid.
It was a great Vietnam movie.
You got to see it again.
The best thing about Rogue One was the visuals you had and the Darth Vader scene.
How many times have you seen it?
He wasn't even supposed to be in it until they got the focus groups and all that being like, we need something else, and they put Darth.
Yeah, but it was nice to see what they were going through. I mean, like, you blew up a whole fucking planet. It's at least
but
if you're a nerd like Chris and Andrew Iberian who played Knights of the Old Republic and all that, that the storyline should have been way different than
100% way different.
Kyle Katarn was supposed to get the plan.
Kyle Katarn.
And all the Bothan spies, never mind. Turns out it was a chick and some guy. You know what I mean?
No, I don't, because I don't know that much.
I do like how Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni's, I keep saying his last name wrong, but I don't care. Filoni is bringing stuff into. They're like pretty much going to Disney, being like, "You guys said all this was legend; it doesn't count, but we're gonna try to bring it all in."
Well, they kind of brought midichlorians back in like episode 3 or whatever.
The first few episodes they talked about it.
They said like the MD count or something.
My thing with Rogue One, if it was just
episode 3 of Star Wars, but of Mandalorian.
If it was just like a plot, like, hey, let's beat the Empire on this planet, and it had nothing to do with the Death Star, I think it would have been an amazing film. But the fact that they tried to tie it back into the Death Star and all that shit, it's like the problem with Star Wars is there's only the Star Trek is amazing because it can be about anything. The stories go every direction. It doesn't fucking matter. But with Star Wars, it always comes back to red lightsaber, Death Star, evil old person. Like, it always comes back to one of those three things. Like, if they just made Rogue One, like, here's some people on this planet trying to fight the Emperor, trying to fight tyranny and all that shit. Watch them try, watch them fail, watch Darth Vader show up and sweep the fucking floor with them. That would have been like a way better movie. Like, make it more like Paths of Glory or something, like an old.
You know what solves that, Chris? The Mandalorian.
I
like what they're doing. How how Marvel branched off into a million different things.
Yeah,
I think that's cool.
I don't want that with Star Wars. I want the Mandalorian's great, and they're talking about doing a mini Ahsoka series, which I feel like they should do a mini Ahsoka series to see what she does. Then branch.
I think they're either going to do that or a movie. I don't think she's going to be part of the Mandalorian after this.
No, she will be because she's going after Breaking Bad dude and all that stuff.
Right, but I think she'll be like maybe here and there. But
I feel like that's what I'm saying. I feel like they should do a mini series. Kind of have the Mandalorian plot go like this. Have the Ahsoka.
So it'll be like Daredevil and fucking Arrow type shit.
Did you finish watching the Clone Wars?
I have not watched any of it, which it's too
best stuff out there.
It's wicked good.
It's some of the best.
It's so good. Yeah, it's so good. If they just, that's why I like the Mandalorian.
So many gaps.
Yeah, I feel like the Mandalorian's carrying on with what they were doing in the Clone Wars, and I feel like that's a better idea than what they did with the whole new trilogy. If they had just continued on with the Clone Wars and that type of style, make movies about that, I think they're onto something, which is why I think the Mandalorian's on the right path. But yeah, anyways, guys, I gotta sign off here. I gotta put my kid to bed. So.
All right, man. It was nice
meeting you. Good night.
Yeah, you guys too. Nice chatting, and
we'll do that Overlord thing.
Yeah,
Chad wants to do.
Sounds good.
All right.
Hey, well, thanks for coming on, man. It was great talking to you.
Take it easy, guys.
All right. Well, thanks for watching Just Your Average Podcast.
What an asshole.
Wow.
Tom and Kyle join at the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell to be notified. Have a good night, guys.